you down today. What is going on, y'all? This is the NRW, where we always give you the NEW. I am with my friends who have disappointed me, but I will correct that. We are together as we watch the Swamp Thing trailer coming up from the DC universe. If you have the DC app, you're going to love this. We're getting some original content, and I'm super excited to see this. Thank you, Marianne. And I won't tell you why. So anyway, we're going to check this trailer out and then give you our review for Swamp Thing. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
I can't wait. You make my heart.
Stupid.
Down in the bio at night.
Only on Tuesdays.
There's a 15-foot-long gator. Wait, where's the white guy? Only white people go out on that on a boat. Oh, there he is.
James Wan. Aquaman guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But he also started in horror films prior to
she's having a seizure. This is straight up a horror movie.
Okay.
That is some theme stuff right there.
Yes.
Double.
Oh, she. There he is. There's my man.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Oh.
Very soon. Hell yeah. This is what we're gonna do after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
We will be able to recap to that. Okay. Who wants to start first? Because I definitely have my thoughts, but I'm gonna hold it. Lewis.
I guess I'll start off first, since I went last time. This kind of looks like a horror movie, which is very surprising.
Yeah.
I haven't read any Swamp Thing comics.
So you're not familiar with the character?
Not really. The most I know of him is from the Injustice and the little parts that he had during that
he was in
whole
the game.
comic
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. I liked him. They did him pretty good in that.
Yeah. I'm very surprised that DC is going this horror movie route because so far what they brought out is kind of more of an action suspense, a great, amazing comedy adventure, and now they have this, which is very horror-like, so I'm kind of interested to see how this is going, and hopefully, I haven't seen how DC is going to handle any sort of horror-like movies, and hopefully it's not like sci-fi original bad.
You want to go?
This makes me happy. This just makes me...
Yes.
Listen, I'll admit I haven't read a whole lot of
So you're not schooled.
I'm not over the top.
Okay.
You know, I don't.
And you
know
didn't see the
a whole
original
lot.
Swamp?
I did see the original.
Okay.
I did see the original.
Adrian Barbeau and
yes.
who's the actor that played Swamp Thing?
I
can't remember his name. Dale? No?
I don't remember his name. But Swamp Thing for me has always been that character. I feel like we've been waiting for this.
Yes.
You know, for technology to get us to a point where we could do it right and tell a really good story. You know, he's one of the most original characters ever created. He's gotten into a few worlds. You know, one of the things I did see was like his interaction with Poison Ivy, which I thought made for a really interesting story there. So I'm actually really excited about this. Strangely enough, the slightly horror aspect of it doesn't really faze me because again, we're getting into that realm where it's more suspense and it's super, it's fictional, supernatural, and so I don't really have a problem with that. So and also DC's been hitting it out of the park for me.
Yeah.
Of late.
Preface that.
Yeah, of late.
From the DC app side.
Yeah, listen, they're really doing a good job of sort of showing why they're different from the CW and what things really should be. So, Titans, there's room for improvement there, but Doom Patrol, I'm there every week for it. I love that show. and now I'm totally excited about this. So yeah, I'm in.
Cece, what do you think?
So,
You're not a big horror fan, I know.
I'm not, but this is, like you said, it's more suspenseful, so I feel like I could do this, you know.
Okay.
And I'm happy to see that DC is deviating from their comfort zone of basically alternating between Batman and Superman.
Hell yes.
And they're focusing more
Yes.
on like the villains, because you know they had Joker, that
Yeah.
trailer came out, and now you have the Swamp Thing.
Well, he's not a villain. He's a
He
hero.
can hit middle ground sometimes,
is he?
depending. He can hit.
I
Yeah.
feel
But he's
like
more
he's
so
more
hero
of an
than anything.
anti-hero, but is he?
Not exactly. He's just Earth's champion. He protects the Earth.
God,
He's
like-
Kind of like Captain Planet. But
Yeah.
Exactly.
uglier.
He's basically a Captain Planet.
Kind of
Now,
like
I will say this:
a lot less
I
approachable.
do like how he looks, and I do remember seeing a little bit from the old movie where Swamp Thing even looked really good in that. The costume
Oh,
looked really
costume
good,
was
and
amazing.
this looks really good. Really,
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
with
really
Josh.
well done.
I was gonna say he's more like Gaia.
Yeah, that's good reference point there. Yeah.
True.
I know you all over there, but no, I like it. I definitely think I will check this out, and especially you saying that he's a hero now makes me feel a little bit better.
He's like a
okay.
total Captain Planet style character.
Gotcha.
So I love this character. Fell in love with watching the movie in theater. I actually saw the original Swamp Thing in theaters. Was in love with Adrienne Barbeau, who played the female. Who he was intrigued after. But Mark Hammond, I think, or Steve Hammond is the character's name. He was a scientist working on chemicals, and there's this bad guy, other guy, and chemicals fell into the swamp, becomes Swamp Thing, becomes Earth's champion to protect the Earth. So it was a real cool Captain Planet, type storyline, and then becomes a superhero. However, if me being the deep comics geek, Man Thing on the Marvel side actually came out months and was in works before Swamp Thing. DC being the guys that like to copy everything that everybody else that Marvel does, and vice versa, they do it to each other. Man Thing preceded Swamp Thing, but Swamp Thing gained the bigger notoriety. It got the film. They actually did make a Man Thing film not too long ago, but it didn't go anywhere. And I actually own that, and I haven't watched it yet. So we can actually watch that sometime if you guys want to see the Man Thing film.
Yeah.
But the original Swamp Thing, I fell in love with. It was a great concept. I started actually picking up the comic book. Bernie Wrightson, who is one of the biggest artists of our time and one of the most brilliant horror genre artists of our time, was one of the artists on it, and it's amazing to watch. It's like a comic movie brought to life within a comic book, brilliantly illustrated. So I definitely recommend checking any Swamp Thing illustrated by him. But yeah, it's kind of like a Captain Planet style character. He has his powers and he protects the Earth. And loved his incarnation in Injustice, bringing that character to life in there. With this, Derek Mears is the current Swamp Thing. He's the actor playing in this version. He is formerly of Jason. He was our Jason for a couple of the films. So he's a perfect stocky actor
for the new
to
one,
play
right?
Swamp Thing. Yes.
Okay.
So shout out to Derek Mears.
Yeah.
From everything I've seen, they're going to introduce a lot of other sidebar characters. One of the characters that I noticed in the trailer, you kind of saw a Blue Devil mask. Blue Devil is a superhero within the DC universe.
Okay.
And shout out to, and I'm forgetting his name, but shout out to the creator of Blue Devil. He actually lives in the Northern Virginia area. Now that I've seen that they've introduced him into this show, hopefully we can get him on the show to be interviewed and talk about his character finally making it to the big screen.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. I'm sorry I'm forgetting your name, brother. But I am geeked. I am loving it. So thank you, Marianne. Wink, wink.
Yes.
By the way, did you see that it was the TV series that I saw from the 90s, not the movie? You don't remember the TV series?
TV series.
The Swamp Thing TV
They
series.
actually, they did.
Yeah,
It was
they
short-lived.
did.
I forget.
Yeah.
It was short-lived.
Yeah.
Did they actually keep the same
think-
actors?
No, Helen Locklear was the love interest, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yes.
Oh,
Actually,
right.
you know
That's
what?
who it was.
They came out with the part 2 DVD film that I own as well that I haven't watched it as well. I have so many DVDs I haven't watched. Anyway, I'm geeked. I'm loving it.
Yes.
Thank you, Marianne, again. I can't
Yes.
thank her enough.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Yes.
And actually, I think after our Game of Thrones recaps that we do for the channel, we should maybe do Swamp Thing recaps.
I think this is a great candidate to
Get to fill that void.
to fill that
Yeah.
void because
All right.
it looks good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. This
All
is
right,
an exciting
guys.
face.
Let's do what we do. We fisted it. We're gonna now fist the Swamp Thing. We fisted by giving a thumbs up if we're gonna check it out, a thumbs down if it's a nah, or to the side if it's still a little bit of a maybe. Y'all ready to fist it?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. In a 1, 2, 3. Hey, across the board, we are all gonna check it out. Let us know in the comment section below if you're going to check it out as well. If you're excited, if there's some Swamp Thing stories you recommend that we should all check out and give a read. And follow us on our journey because we're going to probably give you some more recaps on Swamp Thing as it continues. Yeah. So, again, let's thank Marianne, especially for me because she's hooking me up with this whole thing with Swamp Thing. Wink, wink. All right, y'all. Swamp Thing. Let us know in the comments below. You're watching NRW where we always give you the NEW.
Bye.
Peace.
I'm Gates, man.
Number one,
We'll
rolling
have to do
camera
a
two.
viewing of that too. Have you seen the original Swamp Thing?
Rolling sounds.
All of you guys, for real?
Yes,
I've seen it.
You saw the original?
Yeah.
Okay.
Action.